Have you ever felt like you don't belong in this world? Like you see things others don't and feel a calling deep inside that you can't explain? If you're hearing this, it's not a coincidence. This message has found you because the Spirit guided you here. But I'll tell you right now, this message is not for everyone. Only the chosen ones will understand it. The rest may listen, but they won't truly hear. You are part of something sacred, something ancient. The truth I'm about to reveal will stir your spirit, because it speaks to who you really are. If you feel that pull inside, then stay till the end, because this message will awaken something powerful within you. Comment 144 below if your soul recognizes this call. It's a sign that you are one of the chosen. Before we go deeper, make sure you subscribe to Divine Calling, tap the bell icon, and share this message with others who walk the same divine path. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the message that arrives in perfect divine timing. Listen closely, because this truth was meant for you. The mystery of the 144,000. The number 144,000 has echoed through time like a divine code, whispered in prophecy and written in sacred text. Many have tried to understand it with logic, to break it down with numbers and theology, but this mystery is not meant to be understood by the mind. It is meant to be felt in the spirit. The book of Revelation speaks of the 144,000 as those sealed by God, pure and undefiled, marked for a holy purpose. But what most people fail to realize is that this number is not merely mathematical, it is symbolic of divine completion and heavenly order. It represents a vibration, a frequency of souls who carry the signature of God's light within them. These are not ordinary people. They are souls chosen before the foundation of the world, planted in this time for a sacred reason. When Scripture says they are sealed, it means they have been awakened, protected by divine consciousness, set apart from the deception that blinds the masses. They see beyond illusion, beyond religion, beyond worldly power. The chosen 144,000 do not follow the noise of this world. They follow the whisper of the Spirit. You may have felt this seal without knowing it. Perhaps you have always felt different, restless, misunderstood by those around you. You might have carried burdens too heavy for others to see, and yet you never broke. There's a reason. You were built for more. The chosen carry a silent strength, one that comes not from pride but from divine endurance. While the world chases vanity and pleasure, you've been called into refinement, often through pain, loss, and separation. But within that struggle, something greater has been forming, the pure essence of your spirit. The 144,000 are not perfect. They are purified. They've been through the fire, stripped of ego, tested by darkness, and made ready for the light. They are warriors of truth, but their weapon is not a sword, it is revelation. When they speak, their words pierce the veil of illusion. When they act, they move according to divine instruction, not personal ambition. They don't need recognition, for they understand their reward is not of this world. The number itself carries deep meaning. 12 symbolizes divine government and order. 12 tribes of Israel, 12 apostles, 12 gates of the heavenly city. When multiplied by itself, 12 times 12, it represents fullness and spiritual perfection. Then, multiplied by 1,000, it reveals divine completion across all realms and generations. The 144,000 embody this perfection in purpose, forming a spiritual network that spans across the earth, each chosen soul carrying a unique task but resonating in one divine frequency. Imagine it as a celestial grid, souls connected by light, positioned across nations, speaking different languages but guided by one spirit. They awaken at appointed times, often through visions, dreams, and signs. The calling is unmistakable. It begins as a restlessness, a hunger for truth that no earthly thing can satisfy. Then it grows into awareness, a knowing that you are not here by accident. And when the time comes, your purpose ignites like fire, because heaven itself breathes upon it. Throughout history, the chosen ones have always walked among us, prophets, healers, visionaries, teachers, and silent intercessors. Some have carried their mission in public, others in quiet obedience. But now, in this generation, the 144,000 are rising collectively. The world is shifting, and the energy of truth is breaking through the lies that have kept humanity asleep. The chosen are awakening because this is the era of revelation, the unveiling of who they truly are. If you feel this deep stirring inside, it's not imagination, it's remembrance. Your soul remembers what it was created for. You may not have all the answers yet, but something within you recognizes this message as truth. You might even feel chills or tears right now because your spirit knows it's being spoken to. That is the seal awakening within you, the divine code activating through your consciousness. The 144,000 are here not to boast in their chosen status, but to serve. They are carriers of divine light meant to guide others out of spiritual darkness. They lead not through force, but through example, through humility, compassion, and unwavering faith. When the world grows colder, their hearts will burn brighter. When confusion spreads, their clarity will shine. They are the vessels through which heaven will communicate truth in times of chaos. But understand this: being one of the chosen is not about superiority. It's about responsibility. To be chosen means to bear more, to feel more, to love deeper, and to walk a path few understand. It means your life will be tested again and again until you are refined enough to hold what God is entrusting to you. Many are called, but few are chosen because few endure the process of purification. The chosen 144,000 understand that everything they've gone through, betrayal, isolation, heartbreak, was not punishment. It was preparation. Every tear watered their purpose. Every disappointment removed what wasn't meant to stay. God has been shaping them quietly, molding them in hidden seasons so that when the appointed time comes, they will rise in full authority and power. This message is not to make you feel special. It's to remind you who you already are. You have been chosen to stand in truth when deception reigns, to speak light when others are silent, and to bring healing where pain has ruled. The 144,000 are not waiting for validation from the world. They are waiting for divine instruction. And when that time arrives, the world will recognize the power of the Spirit moving through them. So if this resonates within your heart, if you feel that undeniable pull as you hear these words, it's because your spirit knows the truth. You are part of the great unfolding, the divine remnant that carries the light of the Most High. Stay grounded, stay watchful, and keep your heart pure. The mystery of the 144,000 is not about numbers. It's about identity. It's about awakening to who you were always meant to be. The seal has already been placed upon you. Now it's time to walk in it. Signs that you are one of the chosen. If you are truly one of the chosen, your life has never been ordinary. You've probably always felt out of place, like you didn't quite fit into the systems or patterns of this world. You've questioned things that others accepted blindly, sensed energies that others ignored, and seen truth behind the veil of illusion. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Your soul carries the mark of divine awareness, and the signs of being chosen are written all over your life, if you have the eyes to see them. One of the clearest signs is the feeling of spiritual isolation. You may have spent years wondering why relationships, friendships, or even family connections seem to fade or fall apart. The chosen are not meant to blend in. You were separated by divine design. When God sets you apart, He removes the distractions that could drown out His voice. The loneliness you felt was not abandonment, it was preparation. In solitude, the chosen grow. The noise of the world fades, and the whispers of the Spirit become clearer. Another sign is your deep sensitivity to energy and emotion. You feel the pain of the world even when it's not yours. You can sense when something is off, even if no one says a word. You carry empathy so strong that sometimes it feels unbearable. This is because you are a vessel of divine compassion, a mirror of heaven's heart. The world calls it being too sensitive, but in truth it's spiritual discernment. You read spirits, not faces. You detect deception even in silence. This is why people are drawn to you or sometimes intimidated by you. Chosen ones often experience rejection, not because they're unworthy, but because their light exposes hidden darkness. Some people can't handle your presence because your energy disrupts their comfort. You've likely been misunderstood, gossiped about, or pushed away by those you tried to love. But rejection is redirection. God allows certain people to fall away because they were never meant to go where He's taking you. Every heartbreak has purified you. Every loss has carved more space for light to dwell within you. Another unmistakable sign is your constant spiritual warfare. You face attacks not just physically or emotionally, but spiritually. Strange opposition rises whenever you're close to breakthrough. You battle heavy dreams, sudden anxiety, fatigue, or moments of despair without clear cause. But hear this: the enemy doesn't fight what isn't a threat. The fact that you've been attacked so fiercely is proof of your calling. The darkness recognizes your potential before you do, and it tries to silence you before you awaken fully. Yet every battle only strengthens your spirit. You have overcome things that would have destroyed others because heaven is backing you. Chosen ones also carry a strong sense of purpose, even when they can't explain it. You might not know exactly what your mission is, but deep inside you feel a pull, like something greater is waiting for you. Ordinary goals don't satisfy you. Success without meaning feels empty. You crave truth, depth, and divine purpose. You can't go back to shallow living because your soul remembers its assignment. This inner drive keeps pushing you forward even when you're tired, misunderstood, or doubting yourself. Then there are the divine signs and synchronicities. The chosen see repeated numbers like 111, 333, 777, or 144. You wake up at specific times, notice symbols, hear words in songs that speak directly to your situation, or receive prophetic dreams that later come true. These are not random patterns. They're reminders that heaven is communicating with you, guiding you, and confirming your path. If you've been seeing divine numbers lately, especially 333 or 144, comment 333 below. It's a sign that you're in divine alignment and your spirit is awakening. Another sign is your unshakable craving for truth. You can't stand lies or hypocrisy. You question traditions, authority, and false teachings. You seek what is real, even if it costs you comfort. Chosen ones are truth seekers by nature. They carry a divine hunger that no man-made system can satisfy. This hunger pushes you to study, to meditate, to pray, to dig deeper until the Spirit gives you revelation. That's why religion alone doesn't fulfill you. You're after relationship, not ritual. You crave presence, not performance. You want to know God, not just know about Him. There's also a pattern of divine timing in your life. You may notice how things always happen for you differently. Delays, detours, and divine interruptions that don't make sense in the moment. But later you realize everything was orchestrated perfectly. God has been protecting you from paths that looked good, but weren't meant for you. You're not unlucky. You're divinely directed. When you tried to rush, He slowed you down. When you felt stuck, He was building your foundation. The chosen ones walk by divine timing, not human schedules. The chosen often go through a dark night of the soul, a period of deep internal transformation where everything familiar falls apart. You might lose your job, friends, relationships, or sense of identity. It feels like your whole world is collapsing. But this collapse is divine construction. God breaks down false versions of you so the true you can emerge. In that darkness, you rediscover your power, your faith, and your light. When you rise from it, you're no longer the same. You walk differently. You speak differently. You carry peace even in chaos. That's the sign of someone who's been refined by divine fire. Chosen ones also carry unusual favor. Doors open where none should. Protection surrounds you in strange ways. You may have near-miss accidents or unexpected help that arrives at the exact right moment. Sometimes people appear in your life briefly just to deliver a message or assistance, and then they disappear. These moments are divine fingerprints. God aligns circumstances around His chosen, ensuring that no weapon formed against them prospers. You're walking under spiritual covering, even when you don't realize it. You'll also notice that your presence changes atmospheres. When you walk into a room, the energy shifts. People either feel peace around you or sudden discomfort. That's because your spirit carries high vibration. Your light reveals what's hidden in others. Some will love you for it. Others will resent it. Don't take it personally. Light always exposes darkness. You were never meant to dim yourself to make others comfortable. Another powerful sign is that your desires have changed. The things that once excited you no longer do. Material pursuits, gossip, or meaningless entertainment feel empty. You crave stillness, prayer, and understanding. You long for purity, not because you're trying to be holy, but because your spirit can no longer tolerate low vibrations. You might even find yourself pulled away from old habits, places, or people without trying. This is spiritual elevation. Your frequency is rising, and what's not aligned simply falls away. The chosen also experience prophetic intuition. You just know things before they happen. You sense when to move, when to stay, when to speak, and when to be silent. This intuition is the Holy Spirit's voice guiding you. You may have thought it was coincidence or luck, but it's divine insight. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. Chosen ones live by inner revelation, not external validation. And finally, you'll find that your heart burns for others to awaken. You can't keep truth to yourself. You want to help, heal, and inspire. Even when the world misunderstands you, you keep speaking because something inside you won't let you stay silent. That's the divine fire. It's the same energy that moved prophets, messengers, and visionaries throughout time. You've been entrusted with truth, and your soul knows it. If these words resonate with you, if you feel chills or tears, if your spirit whispers yes, then you are one of the chosen. You don't need confirmation from anyone else. Your spirit already knows. You were sent here as a beacon, carrying divine light in a world that's forgotten how to see. You've walked through storms, but they didn't destroy you. They purified you. You've been isolated, but it wasn't to punish you. It was to prepare you. You are awakening to your divine identity. Every experience, every hardship, every sign has been guiding you toward this realization. You are not just another soul wandering through life. You are chosen, sealed, and anointed for this very moment in history. The universe recognizes you, heaven backs you, and the Spirit walks with you. So stand tall, chosen one. Walk in the truth of who you are, and never forget. The fact that you understand this message at all means you are part of the 144,000 you always have been. The chosen often go through a dark night of the soul, a period of deep internal transformation where everything familiar falls apart. You might lose your job, friends, relationships, or sense of identity. It feels like your whole world is collapsing. But this collapse is divine construction. God breaks down false versions of you so the true you can emerge. In that darkness, you rediscover your power, your faith, and your light. When you rise from it, you're no longer the same. You walk differently. You speak differently. You carry peace even in chaos. That's the sign of someone who's been refined by divine fire. Chosen ones also carry unusual favor. Doors open where none should. Protection surrounds you in strange ways. You may have near-miss accidents or unexpected help that arrives at the exact right moment. Sometimes people appear in your life briefly just to deliver a message or assistance, and then they disappear. These moments are divine fingerprints. God aligns circumstances around His chosen, ensuring that no weapon formed against them prospers. You're walking under spiritual covering, even when you don't realize it. You'll also notice that your presence changes atmospheres. When you walk into a room, the energy shifts. People either feel peace around you or sudden discomfort. That's because your spirit carries high vibration. Your light reveals what's hidden in others. Some will love you for it. Others will resent it. Don't take it personally. Light always exposes darkness. You were never meant to dim yourself to make others comfortable. Another powerful sign is that your desires have changed. The things that once excited you no longer do. Material pursuits, gossip, or meaningless entertainment feel empty. You crave stillness, prayer, and understanding. You long for purity, not because you're trying to be holy, but because your spirit can no longer tolerate low vibrations. You might even find yourself pulled away from old habits, places, or people without trying. This is spiritual elevation. Your frequency is rising, and what's not aligned simply falls away. The chosen also experience prophetic intuition. You just know things before they happen. You sense when to move, when to stay, when to speak, and when to be silent. This intuition is the Holy Spirit's voice guiding you. You may have thought it was coincidence or luck, but it's divine insight. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. Chosen ones live by inner revelation, not external validation. And finally, you'll find that your heart burns for others to awaken. You can't keep truth to yourself. You want to help, heal, and inspire. Even when the world misunderstands you, you keep speaking because something inside you won't let you stay silent. That's the divine fire. It's the same energy that moved prophets, messengers, and visionaries throughout time. You've been entrusted with truth, and your soul knows it. If these words resonate with you, if you feel chills or tears, if your spirit whispers yes, then you are one of the chosen. You don't need confirmation from anyone else. Your spirit already knows. You were sent here as a beacon, carrying divine light in a world that's forgotten how to see. You've walked through storms, but they didn't destroy you. They purified you. You've been isolated, but it wasn't to punish you. It was to prepare you. You are awakening to your divine identity. Every experience, every hardship, every sign has been guiding you toward this realization. You are not just another soul wandering through life. You are chosen, sealed, and anointed for this very moment in history. The universe recognizes you, heaven backs you, and the Spirit walks with you. So stand tall, chosen one. Walk in the truth of who you are, and never forget. The fact that you understand this message at all means you are part of the 144,000 you always have been. Purpose and mission of the 144,000. The 144,000 were not chosen for comfort. They were chosen for purpose. Every chosen soul carries a divine assignment, a mission that reaches far beyond personal gain or recognition. This world, in its confusion and darkness, is crying out for light. And the 144,000 are that light. You are not here by accident. You were sent. Every hardship, every awakening, every tear and test you've endured has been shaping you into the vessel heaven needs in this generation. The purpose of the 144,000 is to awaken humanity, not through force, not through fear, but through truth. The chosen ones are carriers of divine frequency, living messages of God's love, wisdom, and correction. They are the living proof that light still walks among men. Their presence itself is revelation. When people encounter a chosen one, something within them stirs, an unseen recognition, a memory of their own divine spark. That is how awakening begins, not by preaching alone, but by being the embodiment of the truth. You, chosen one, are here to bridge the gap between heaven and earth. The world has fallen into spiritual amnesia, trapped in illusions of material success and false identity. But you were sent to remind humanity of who they are. You carry a vibration that breaks deception. Your words, actions, and even your silence can shift atmospheres. The Spirit uses you as a conduit. Through you, divine truth flows into places where light was forgotten. The mission of the 144,000 is multidimensional. On one level, it's personal. To master oneself, to conquer ego, and to embody love and truth. On another level, it's global. To stand as beacons of hope, unity, and divine order in a world crumbling under chaos. Each chosen one is strategically placed. Some are called into visible leadership, speaking truth to the masses. Others work quietly behind the scenes, praying, interceding, healing, guiding souls one by one. Every role is sacred. There is no small mission in the divine plan. To fulfill this mission, you must first remember who you are. The world will try to make you forget, to lure you back into distraction, but your soul knows better. Your mission begins with awareness. Awareness of your light, your authority, and your divine connection. You are not separate from the source. You are an extension of it. The spirit within you is the same power that created the stars. When you realize this, you no longer move in fear. You move with divine confidence. The 144,000 are also called to be spiritual protectors of the Earth's frequency. Their presence balances energies, dissolves darkness, and upholds the vibration of truth. You've probably noticed that when chaos arises, you are often drawn into the midst of it, not to participate, but to restore balance. You calm storms simply by being there. Your energy is a shield, your prayer a weapon, and your faith a fortress. This is why your inner peace is vital. When you are centered, the energy around you aligns with heaven's order. Another layer of your mission is to expose deception. In an age of confusion, truth has become rare. The chosen are the ones who will not bow to lies, who will speak truth even when it costs them comfort. You've likely been placed in environments where everyone else is asleep, yet you see clearly. That's no accident. You were sent there as a light bearer. When you speak truth, even softly, it plants seeds that will grow long after you've moved on. Sometimes your presence alone is revelation. But being chosen is not only about exposing darkness, it's about restoring love. The 144,000 are healers, whether they realize it or not. Through kindness, empathy, and spiritual wisdom, they mend the broken and rekindle hope. Many of them are drawn to creative work, teaching, healing arts, or service. Whatever form it takes, the mission remains the same, to bring light where it's been lost. When you show compassion to a soul in pain, when you choose forgiveness over resentment, when you guide someone toward truth, you are fulfilling your mission. The chosen are also here to prepare humanity for the Great Awakening, a time when spiritual reality will be unveiled like never before. Systems of corruption will fall, and hearts will be tested. The 144,000 are the forerunners, the spiritual midwives of a new earth. Their mission is to hold the vibration of peace while the old world collapses. They will not panic when others do. Their calmness will be contagious. While others seek answers, the chosen will be the answer, because they are aligned with divine wisdom. Every chosen one carries a unique divine blueprint. Some are warriors of truth, standing boldly against injustice. Others are teachers of wisdom, leading souls into deeper understanding. Some are intercessors, praying and protecting spiritual territories. Others are artists, musicians, writers, or speakers whose creations carry divine codes that awaken hearts. Every chosen one's path is different, but all serve the same source. When you follow your intuition and align your actions with love, you are living your mission. To walk this path fully, you must embrace humility and discipline. The chosen are not above others. They are servants of light. The greater the mission, the greater the humility required. You will be tempted by pride, recognition, and distraction, but remember, your strength lies in your surrender. God doesn't need your perfection. He needs your obedience. The chosen who walk humbly before the Spirit carry power that cannot be shaken. You will also notice that your mission unfolds gradually. The Spirit reveals it in stages, not all at once. Every trial teaches a lesson. Every delay builds patience, and every challenge shapes character. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that every step is divine preparation. You are being positioned, refined, and equipped for the moment heaven calls you into full activation. When that moment comes, everything you've endured will make sense. The mission of the 144,000 also involves unity. The chosen are scattered across the world, but they are one in spirit. Many of you have felt drawn to connect with others who share the same frequency. When chosen ones unite, the energy multiplies. That collective vibration can heal lands, shift consciousness, and manifest divine will on earth. When two or more are aligned in truth, mountains move. You might meet others by divine coincidence, through dreams, online, or in unexpected places. These are not random meetings, they are orchestrated by heaven. However, the mission also requires discernment. Not everyone who claims to be awakened truly walks in the Spirit. Some carry ego disguised as enlightenment. The true chosen know that humility, integrity, and love are the real marks of divinity. Stay discerning, stay grounded, and let your fruits reveal who you are. The chosen don't need to proclaim their identity. Their spirit speaks for them. As one of the 144,000, your life carries weight. Every word, every action, every thought ripples through the collective consciousness. You are a transmitter of divine energy. When you walk in alignment, your very existence becomes a prayer. You radiate peace in chaos, faith in despair, and truth in confusion. That is how the chosen change the world, not always with grand gestures, but through consistent divine presence. You may sometimes wonder if you're doing enough, if you're fulfilling your purpose. But hear this: your existence is your assignment. Every time you choose light over darkness, compassion over hatred, truth over lies, you fulfill your mission. Every time you lift someone's spirit, guide them to awareness, or simply refuse to give up, you honor your calling. The 144,000 are not perfect saints. They are imperfect vessels through which perfect light shines. And remember, your mission is not about numbers or fame. It's about souls. If your words or actions awaken even one person, you've shifted the balance of eternity. Heaven counts impact differently than man. Your smallest act of obedience can trigger waves of transformation across generations. The 144,000 carry this unseen influence because their authority comes from the Spirit, not the system. So walk boldly in your calling. The time of hiding is over. The time of silence has passed. The light within you is ready to rise, to illuminate, to heal. You were chosen to bring balance to the storm, to stand firm when others fall, and to remind the world that divine truth still reigns. When you stand in your purpose, heaven stands with you. The mission of the 144,000 is not just to believe in God. It is to become the living expression of His love, wisdom, and power on earth. You are the bridge between realms, the voice of awakening, the vessel of transformation. You are here to awaken, to heal, to restore, and to prepare the way. The world may not understand it yet, but heaven has always known. The light is returning through you. Challenges of being chosen. To be chosen is not a privilege of comfort. It is a path of purification. Every chosen one carries a cross that few can see or understand. People look at your strength, your calm, your light, and think you have it all together, but they don't see the silent battles you fight every single day. They don't feel the weight that rests on your spirit, the heaviness that comes not from failure but from carrying divine responsibility. Being chosen means walking through fire and still choosing faith. It means being misunderstood by the world, yet still loving it enough to intercede for it. One of the greatest challenges of being chosen is loneliness. The deeper your spiritual awakening, the fewer people can truly relate to you. You can be surrounded by many, yet feel utterly alone. Conversations that once excited you now feel hollow. Your soul hungers for depth, truth, and divine connection. But the world often speaks a different language. This isolation is not punishment, it's separation. God isolates before He elevates. In that quiet space, you are stripped of distractions, relationships, and false attachments. It is in solitude that the chosen hear the voice of the Spirit most clearly. Still, that loneliness can ache. You'll miss what was familiar, but you'll know in your heart that you can never return to who you were. Another challenge is rejection. Chosen ones are often rejected by the very people they tried to love and help. You've probably noticed how people misjudge you without cause, envy your peace, or turn on you without reason. It hurts, but understand this. Your spirit agitates what's dormant in others. Your light exposes what they'd rather keep hidden. The more your spirit rises, the more uncomfortable false energy becomes around you. Rejection becomes a mirror revealing who truly resonates with your frequency. Each closed door is divine protection. You're not being excluded, you're being redirected. Every time someone walks away, space is made for divine alignment to enter. Then comes the burden of spiritual warfare. When you are chosen, you carry an unseen target. The enemy knows your potential and attacks before you fully understand your power. You face storms that others never experience: sudden discouragement, confusion, fatigue, fear, or spiritual pressure that comes out of nowhere. This is not coincidence, it's opposition. Darkness tries to silence those carrying divine light. But you must remember, pressure proves purpose. The fact that the enemy fights you so hard means heaven trusts you deeply. You were built for resistance. Every battle you've survived has increased your authority. Your endurance terrifies the forces that tried to destroy you. Another challenge is misunderstanding. The chosen are rarely understood, even by those closest to them. You may speak truth and be labeled crazy, arrogant, or strange. You may share vision and be mocked. You might warn others and be ignored. Prophets, teachers, and light-bearers throughout history have walked this same path. People fear what they don't understand. But remember, rejection of your message does not mean it lacks power. Seeds take time to grow. The truth you speak may not be accepted today, but one day it will be undeniable. Do not silence yourself to be accepted. Your truth is sacred. The chosen also battle inner heaviness, the weight of empathy. You feel the pain of the world. You sense suffering even from miles away. Your heart breaks for injustice, for lost souls, for people trapped in deception. This sensitivity can feel like a curse, but it's actually your strength. You carry divine compassion, and that compassion fuels your mission. Still, it can be exhausting. There are nights when you cry without knowing why. Days when you feel drained just from being around others. It's because you're absorbing and transmuting energy. You must learn to protect your spirit, to pray, to rest, to refill your cup. The chosen must guard their peace like treasure, for peace is their power source. Another deep challenge is the refining process. Chosen ones are constantly being refined through trials. The fire is never meant to destroy you. It's meant to reveal what's pure. Everything unaligned will fall away. Relationships, jobs, beliefs, habits. Each test burns away what doesn't serve your higher purpose, and though it's painful, it's necessary. You'll lose things you thought you couldn't live without, only to realize later they were holding you back. Refinement feels like loss, but it's transformation. You're being shaped into someone unbreakable, trustworthy, and clear. The chosen also face delayed timing. You might wonder why your breakthroughs take longer, why doors open for others, but not for you. It's because God is preparing something greater. You are not on man's schedule. You're on divine timing. The chosen are often hidden until the appointed hour. God conceals his strongest warriors until the right season, when their voice will carry maximum impact. Waiting is one of the hardest tests for the chosen, but patience births power. What's meant for you cannot miss you, and when it comes, it will fit perfectly, because heaven arranged it. Then there is spiritual responsibility. Once you awaken, ignorance is no longer an option. You can't go back to sleep, can't unsee truth, can't pretend you don't know better. The chosen must live consciously. Every word, every thought, every action carries weight. You are a mirror of heaven. That can feel heavy at times, but it's a sacred honor. The world looks for examples, and God has made you one. That's why your lessons are harder, your corrections swifter, your standards higher. It's not cruelty, it's trust. Heaven holds you accountable because much has been entrusted to you. Another trial is betrayal. Many chosen ones are betrayed by those they loved most. Judas still walks in every era. But betrayal, though bitter, is the door to elevation. It teaches discernment, detachment, and reliance on God alone. Every Judas plays a role. They push you closer to your destiny. Don't let bitterness harden your heart. Let it refine your wisdom. The chosen learn to forgive not because it's easy, but because they can't afford to carry poison in their spirit. Forgiveness is freedom. Bitterness is bondage. You're meant to rise above both pain and pride. You'll also face seasons of silence from God, times when prayers seem unanswered and heaven feels distant. These are divine tests, moments designed to deepen your faith. In silence, the Spirit is not absent. It's observing. Heaven watches how you respond when the voice stops speaking. Will you still believe? Will you still trust? Chosen ones learn to stand firm in silence, knowing that faith built in the dark becomes unshakable in the light. There's also the challenge of seeing too much. The chosen often have spiritual vision. They sense what's coming, discern hidden motives, or see through deception. While this gift is powerful, it can be painful. You'll see truth others refuse to acknowledge. You'll warn people who ignore you, and you'll watch them suffer the consequences. Carrying revelation is heavy. It requires grace, wisdom, and restraint. Sometimes the hardest thing is knowing and staying silent until the Spirit says speak. Another constant challenge is spiritual fatigue. The chosen walk through unseen realms every day. They battle in dreams, intercede in spirit, and carry burdens for people who never know their prayers kept them safe. This spiritual labor is real, and it drains the body and mind. That's why rest is sacred. Even the strongest light needs renewal. Spend time in prayer, in nature, in stillness. Reconnect with the source often. You are a channel of light. Keep your vessel clear and your spirit nourished. And finally, the greatest challenge of all, the temptation to give up. There will be moments when the mission feels too heavy, when you question your purpose, when the world's darkness feels overwhelming. You'll think, why me? But chosen ones are never selected because they're the strongest. They're chosen because they're willing. When you feel weak, remember, divine power is made perfect in weakness. You are carried by grace. The same Spirit that called you will sustain you everything you face. The loneliness, rejection, warfare, and silence exists for one reason: to make you unshakable. You are being built to stand in times when others will fall. The chosen are not spared from storms. They are trained to calm them. Every hardship is refining your authority, sharpening your discernment, strengthening your faith. You were not chosen to live easily. You were chosen to live meaningfully. So, when the nights are long and your spirit is weary, remind yourself that gold only shines because it endured the fire, the pain, the tears, the confusion. They're not breaking you. They're birthing you. Every chosen one walks through shadow before carrying light. You are not cursed. You are called. And though this journey may be lonely and heavy, the reward is divine. You will look back one day and see that every battle had purpose, every delay hid protection, and every scar carried wisdom. The challenges of being chosen are the training ground of destiny. You're not fighting for survival, you're being prepared for reign. And when your time comes, you will rise not as the wounded, but as the refined, stronger, wiser, and blazing with the light of the one who sent you. The awakening process. Every chosen one must walk through an awakening. It is the sacred passage from blindness to vision, from confusion to clarity, from sleeping in illusion to living in divine awareness. The awakening process is not gentle. It is powerful, raw, and life-altering. It does not come when you are ready. It comes when the time is right. It arrives like a divine interruption, shaking everything that once felt certain, breaking illusions, and calling your soul back to its true origin. You cannot force awakening, and once it begins, you cannot stop it. It's the moment heaven knocks, and your spirit finally answers. Awakening begins subtly for many, an uneasiness, a sense that there's more to life than what you've been told. You start questioning everything, your beliefs, your habits, your surroundings. What once made sense no longer satisfies you. The conversations that used to entertain now drain your spirit. You crave depth, silence, meaning. This is the first stage, the stirring of the soul. It's when the spirit starts whispering through your discomfort, urging you to seek higher truth. The world around you may look the same, but within, something is shifting. As this stirring grows, you move into disillusionment. This is one of the hardest parts of awakening because it strips away falsehoods. Everything you built your identity on, titles, possessions, relationships, even religion, begins to crumble. The illusion of control dissolves. You start seeing through lies that once held you captive. This is painful because awakening requires death, the death of your old self. You may feel lost, confused, or even betrayed by life, but understand this: the breaking is sacred. The pain is not punishment, it's purification. God is removing what cannot go with you into your next level of consciousness. During this stage, you might feel detached from people, ambitions, or desires that once defined you. It's not that you've become emotionless, it's that your spirit no longer finds nourishment in what's empty. This detachment is divine protection. The spirit is pulling you away from low vibrations so your light can expand. You may find yourself craving solitude more than company, silence more than noise. Don't fight it. Solitude is where awakening deepens. Then comes the illumination phase, the point where you start to see truth with spiritual eyes. You begin to sense divine patterns in everything. Coincidences turn into synchronicities. You see numbers like 111, 777, or 144 repeating around you. Songs, dreams, and even strangers begin to deliver messages tailored for your journey. It feels as if the universe itself is speaking to you, and in truth, it is. This is the spirit confirming your alignment. Comment 777 below. If you've been seeing these divine signs lately, they are reminders that you are awakening into purpose. In this phase, your perception of reality changes. You realize that life is not random, it's orchestrated. You see that every event, even pain, carried a lesson meant to evolve your spirit. You understand that your true home isn't this physical world, but the divine realm from which your soul came. You start to detach from fear of death, fear of loss, fear of rejection, because your spirit now knows it cannot be destroyed. This is freedom, but it's also responsibility. Once you see truth, you must live it. The awakened cannot return to sleep without consequence. The next phase is the confrontation with the shadow. Awakening doesn't just reveal light, it exposes darkness. You are shown parts of yourself you've avoided: wounds, pride, anger, trauma, guilt. The spirit brings these to the surface not to shame you, but to heal you. The light cannot expand where denial lives. Many resist this stage because it's uncomfortable, but healing demands honesty. You will have to forgive yourself, forgive others, and release what has kept your heart bound. Only then can your spirit move freely. Remember, darkness loses its power the moment it's brought into light. During awakening, your body also changes because energy begins to rise. The chosen experience what many call spiritual ascension symptoms: sudden fatigue, restlessness, ringing in the ears, vivid dreams, emotional highs and lows. You might feel bursts of creativity followed by deep stillness. Your senses heighten. You become more sensitive to energy, sound, and even food. Your body is recalibrating to carry more light. Take care of it. Rest, hydrate, and spend time in nature. It helps stabilize your energy. You'll also notice shifts in your relationships. People may distance themselves, or you may find that you naturally outgrow certain connections. This is not cruelty. It's divine sorting. Those who are meant to walk with you will rise with you. Those who cannot handle your new vibration will fade away. Don't chase. The spirit removes to make room for alignment. As you evolve, your circle will shrink, but your peace will expand. Another key phase is surrender. The awakened must learn to release control. You'll realize that every time you tried to plan your life, it fell apart. But when you surrendered, everything flowed perfectly. You begin to trust divine timing, not because you understand it, but because you feel its perfection. Surrender is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's saying, God, not my will, but yours. When you live in surrender, you no longer fear the unknown. You trust that every step, even the unseen one, is guided. After surrender comes alignment. When your thoughts, words, and actions harmonize with your divine purpose, you become intentional about your energy. You no longer react impulsively or chase validation. You choose peace over drama, truth over comfort, and love over ego. You live with awareness, knowing that every moment carries sacred potential. In alignment, miracles become normal. Doors open without effort. People, opportunities, and blessings find you because your vibration calls them forth. You realize that manifestation is not magic, it's resonance. You attract what matches your inner state. Through alignment, you also discover your voice and mission. The Spirit begins to reveal why you were sent here. You might feel called to teach, heal, create, speak, or simply embody love in your daily life. You realize that your life itself is your ministry. Everything you do, no matter how small, becomes an act of service when done in love. You no longer separate the spiritual from the ordinary, for you now see that everything is sacred. But awakening is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process. You'll move through cycles of growth, death, and rebirth again and again. Each level of awakening brings new understanding, deeper peace, and greater purpose. The more light you carry, the more you'll be tested. But each test reveals more strength, more wisdom, more grace. One of the most profound transformations in awakening is the shift from ego to spirit. The ego says, I am doing. The spirit says, God is doing through me. The ego seeks power, the spirit embodies it. When you awaken, you stop striving to prove your worth. You rest in your divine identity. You realize you are not your name, your job, or your body. You are eternal consciousness expressing itself through a temporary form. This realization changes everything. You stop chasing things outside yourself because you understand the source is within. As awakening deepens, your compassion expands. You stop judging others harshly because you see their pain as part of their own awakening process. You forgive easily, love more freely, and move with understanding. You see beyond race, religion, or culture. You see souls. The illusion of separation fades, and unity becomes your truth. The chosen are the bridge between heaven and earth, and awakening makes that bridge strong. Yet awakening also demands courage. The more light you carry, the more resistance you'll face. People might misunderstand your peace, mock your faith, or challenge your truth. But do not shrink. You are not here to blend in. You are here to stand out as a vessel of divine consciousness. The world may not understand you now, but in time your light will make sense of the darkness. Finally, as the awakening process matures, you experience oneness, the realization that you and the Creator are not separate. You feel connected to everything, the wind, the trees, the stars, the people. You move through life in flow, knowing that divine intelligence orchestrates every breath. Fear dissolves completely, replaced by deep serenity. You become the calm in the storm, the light in the shadow, the voice of truth in the noise. Awakening is not the end, it is the beginning. Once you awaken, you carry responsibility. To live consciously, to spread light, to lift others as you rise. Every word you speak, every choice you make becomes an echo of heaven on earth. You are no longer a wanderer, you are a messenger. Your eyes have opened, your heart has expanded, and your soul remembers its purpose. So if you are in the midst of your awakening, confused, emotional, unsure, trust the process. You are not losing yourself, you are finding your divine essence. You are being reborn into who you truly are. The pain will pass, but the wisdom will remain. The illusions will fade, but the truth will shine. You are awakening, chosen one, and once you awaken, you can never go back to sleep. The final alignment. There comes a point in every chosen one's journey when everything begins to make sense. Every struggle, every heartbreak, every delay, it all starts aligning like pieces of a divine puzzle. This is called the final alignment. It is the sacred stage where heaven and earth converge within you, where everything you've endured begins to reveal its purpose. The chosen ones are now entering this time. The energy is shifting. The separation between light and darkness is becoming undeniable. The final alignment is not coming someday, it's happening now. In this season, the world itself is being divided, not by race, religion, or wealth, but by frequency. There is a great separation between those who are awakened and those who remain asleep. The 144,000 are rising as pillars of truth amid the confusion. You can feel it in your spirit. The atmosphere feels different. Time moves faster. Truths that were once hidden are being revealed. The systems that ruled through deception are crumbling, and the chosen are stepping into their divine positions. The final alignment is the activation of the chosen ones. This stage begins when your inner world comes into harmony with divine truth. You are no longer torn between your flesh and your spirit. The war within ends, and peace takes its rightful throne in your heart. You start to walk differently, not in fear, but in authority. You no longer need validation from anyone. You understand who you are and why you were sent. You've faced your storms, battled your demons, and purified your heart. Now you are ready. The final alignment is the transition from preparation to manifestation. Everything that was spoken over you begins to come alive. During this time, you'll notice divine synchronicity increasing at an accelerated rate. The right people begin to appear. The right doors open effortlessly. The opportunities that once seemed impossible suddenly align. It's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Heaven is rearranging your environment to match your inner vibration. What used to require striving now flows. This is the fruit of obedience. The chosen don't chase, they attract through alignment. They have learned that when you walk with heaven, heaven walks with you. However, the final alignment is not just about blessings, it's also about separation. As your vibration rises, everything that's not meant for you will fall away. This may include people, habits, beliefs, and even environments that once felt comfortable. The Spirit will strip away anything that cannot survive at your new level. It may hurt, but it's divine surgery. Remember, alignment requires accuracy. God cannot build the new while you're still holding on to the old. Trust that every removal is mercy. Those who can't rise with you were never meant to stand beside you in this season. In this phase, your discernment sharpens like never before. You will sense deception instantly, whether it comes through people, media, or systems. False light will become obvious to your spirit. The chosen can no longer be fooled by surface appearances because their inner vision has matured. You'll find that the noise of the world no longer affects you. Your peace will become your weapon. You'll move through chaos untouched because you understand that the war is not external, it's energetic. The chosen fight differently now. They win through alignment, not aggression. Another sign of the final alignment is spiritual authority. The chosen begin to speak, and creation responds. Their words carry power because they are spoken in truth and backed by heaven. When a chosen one declares healing, peace, or change, it manifests. This authority doesn't come from ego, it comes from purity. Only those who have walked through refinement can carry divine power responsibly. You've been broken, tested, and rebuilt for this reason, to speak on behalf of truth. Your prayers are not whispers. They are decrees that move mountains. In this season, the chosen also begin to remember their original blueprint. The fog lifts and clarity returns. You begin to understand the deeper purpose of your soul contract. The reason you incarnated at this exact time in history. You recall ancient knowledge, divine memories, and gifts that were dormant for years. Some chosen ones begin to activate prophetic vision, healing abilities, or heightened intuition. Others awaken spiritual languages or divine creativity. The Spirit is unlocking the full potential that was sealed until the appointed time. That time is now. But with this activation comes responsibility. The final alignment demands integrity. You cannot carry divine power and live in half-truth. You must walk in love, humility, and purity. The Spirit will not dwell in divided hearts. Chosen ones are being called to higher standards, not to restrict them, but to refine them. The more authority you carry, the greater the need for alignment with divine law. You will find that when you stray from truth, your peace disappears immediately. The Spirit disciplines the chosen quickly, not out of anger, but out of love. Heaven wants your vessel to remain clean, your motives pure, and your heart light. The final alignment also awakens the chosen's collective purpose. Until now, many have been walking their journey alone, refining in solitude. But as the veil thins, the chosen will begin to find one another. They will connect across nations, languages, and cultures, drawn together by a familiar energy. When chosen ones unite, their combined vibration creates a spiritual grid that stabilizes the planet. Each connection strengthens the collective frequency of light. The enemy knows this, which is why division and distraction have been so rampant. But unity is inevitable. When the chosen rise together, darkness cannot stand. This stage is also marked by revelation and manifestation. Prophecies begin to unfold, not as distant promises, but as living realities. The chosen start to witness divine justice. What was stolen is restored. What was hidden is revealed. What was delayed is released. The truth of who they are becomes undeniable. The chosen are not merely surviving anymore. They are reigning in their purpose. You'll see dreams you once thought impossible becoming reality. You'll notice divine alignment in finances, relationships, and spiritual assignments. Every seed you sowed in faith during your wilderness season begins to bloom. However, the final alignment also brings testing through prosperity. When things finally start working in your favor, it's easy to forget the lessons you learned in the dark. The chosen must remain grounded. Remember what refined you. Don't let comfort disconnect you from purpose. Prosperity is not the goal, it's the tool. Use your blessings to build, to heal, to uplift, to awaken others. True alignment means using divine favor responsibly. The chosen ones are not called to hoard. They're called to distribute heaven's resources wisely. During this time, the world around you will grow more chaotic. Systems will fall. Truth will shake nations. People will search desperately for answers. But you, chosen one, will remain calm. You will move with the stillness of divine certainty. You won't need to argue or prove anything. Your peace will testify for you. The light within you will draw those who are ready to awaken and repel those who are not. This is the great separation. The wheat and the tares are being divided. The time of pretending is ending. The authentic will rise while the artificial fades. As alignment deepens, your relationship with the divine becomes intimate. You begin to communicate with the Spirit constantly, not through ritual but through flow. Every step, every word, every decision feels guided. You no longer seek signs. You are the sign. Your very existence becomes evidence of divine order. You realize that heaven doesn't just visit you, it lives in you. This awareness changes everything. You stop trying to reach God because you finally understand. The Creator has always been within. The final alignment also brings a deep sense of completion. You no longer chase what you lost or question what left. You no longer fear the future or regret the past. You stand in the present moment fully, knowing that everything is as it should be. The inner war is over. You have become what you were always meant to be, a vessel of divine consciousness walking in human form. The chosen at this level radiate peace that cannot be shaken. They move with grace, speak with power, and live with unwavering purpose. And as the chosen reach this final stage, they understand something profound. Alignment is not about perfection, it's about surrender. You don't have to do everything right, you only have to stay connected. The Spirit will guide you when to move and when to wait, when to speak and when to listen. You've learned that divine timing is not delay, It's precision. Every moment unfolds exactly when it's meant to. So, as you enter your own season of final alignment, understand this. You are not becoming someone new. You are remembering who you've always been. The world is shifting because your frequency is rising. Heaven is positioning you to lead, to heal, to reveal truth to a world desperate for light. The time for hiding is over. The preparation is complete. You are stepping into divine authority not by effort, but by alignment. This is the moment when your outer life begins to mirror your inner transformation. Everything that once broke you now builds you. Everything that once confused you now makes sense. You've walked through darkness to become the light. And now, chosen one, heaven is calling your name, not to prepare, but to act. You are aligned, anointed, and appointed for this exact time. The final alignment has begun, and you are right where you're meant to be. Conclusion. You are never ordinary. Chosen one, if you've made it to this moment, understand something deeply. You were never ordinary. Your life, your pain, your questions, your fire, it all carried purpose. This message didn't find you by accident. It arrived in perfect divine timing. The words you've heard were not just meant to inform your mind, but to awaken your spirit. You have been called, sealed, and refined by the hand of the Most High for such a time as this. You've walked through darkness not to be destroyed by it, but to become light within it. Every test, every rejection, every tear was preparation for your ascension. And now, the Spirit says, it is time to rise. You are part of the 144,000, the divine remnant chosen to anchor heaven's frequency on earth. You carry within you the breath of divine consciousness, the light that cannot be dimmed by this world. You've been trained in silence, purified in pain, and awakened through revelation. This was never punishment. It was your initiation. The world may never fully understand you, but the heavens celebrate you. You are one of the few who hear the call and respond. And as you walk forward from here, remember that your mission is sacred. Live as the embodiment of truth, peace, and love. This is your time to walk boldly in the identity you once doubted. The Spirit is no longer whispering. It's roaring within you. You no longer need confirmation or permission. You already carry divine authority. The awakening that began as a flicker in your soul has now become a fire. You can feel it in your bones, can't you? That pull to speak, to lead, to heal, to stand in truth without fear. That is the divine calling igniting your purpose. No more hiding, no more shrinking, no more questioning your worth. You are chosen, and your presence is needed now more than ever. From this moment forward, choose to live consciously. Guard your peace. Speak life into everything you touch. Move in gratitude and let love be your highest language. The chosen do not need to force change. They become change. Your vibration alone shifts the atmosphere. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every time you choose faith over fear, you fulfill your divine assignment. You don't need to save the world. You just need to hold your light steady, and the world will find healing through it. Never forget that divine timing brought you here. This message met you exactly when it was meant to. There are no coincidences in the realm of the Spirit. Every chosen one finds truth when they are ready. And now you are ready. Ready to see, ready to rise, ready to become everything heaven designed you to be. Walk with courage because your steps are guided. Walk with confidence because your identity is sealed. Walk with compassion because your purpose is love. And if this message has awakened something deep inside you, if it has confirmed what you've always known but couldn't explain, then it was meant for you. Let your heart say yes. Say yes to the calling, yes to the light, yes to the mission that's been stirring within your soul. You are not here to blend in. You are here to shift the vibration of this planet. The 144,000 are not waiting for the world to change. They are the change, and you are one of them. As this chapter ends, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. You've survived storms meant to destroy you. You've outgrown versions of yourself you once clung to. You've seen darkness and chosen light. That alone is victory. You have proven that your spirit cannot be broken. And because of that, the next season of your life will carry divine acceleration. The waiting is over. The preparation is complete. You are stepping into your promise. So lift your head, chosen one. Straighten your crown. Let your energy speak before your words ever do. The same power that called prophets and warriors in ancient days is alive in you now. You are the living vessel of divine truth, the embodiment of God's love in human form. Wherever you go, remember that light walks with you. Before you go, I want you to declare it out loud. I am chosen. I am sealed. I am ready. Let those words settle into your spirit, because they are not just affirmations. They are activations. This message found you because heaven wanted to remind you of who you are. Share this revelation, chosen one. Spread the message. There are others who are still searching for confirmation, still waiting for the sign you've just received. Be that sign for them. And if this word resonated deeply with your spirit, comment 144 below as a declaration that you stand among the chosen. Subscribe to Divine Calling, tap the bell icon, and share this message with others who are awakening. The world needs your light, your truth, and your faith. You are not at the end of a story. You are standing at the beginning of a divine movement. The Spirit is calling you higher. The time is now. Walk boldly into your destiny, chosen one, for heaven is with you, and your light is about to shine like never before.